Happy Thursday, Piano Lab. Today we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to try an ear training exercise. So we're going to go over C, F, and G major chords, the 1, 4, and 5 chords. And we're going to try to see if we can identify them both visually and aurally from hearing them. So the first thing I'd like you to do, get a scrap piece of paper. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine, but just write down number 1 through 20. And then we're going to go through each of those. And when we're done, I'd like you to submit what you got on the Google form. Okay, so number 1 and 2 are just going to be examples. And I will go ahead and start with number 1 is going to be what our visual identification looks like. So we're going to start in C major. And for number 1, visually, I'm just going to show you the chord by pressing them down. So we have C, E, and G. C, E, and G. So I want you to tell me what that would be in C major, and that is a 1 chord. So on my paper here where I'm writing, I would just go ahead and write a 1 right there so that I've got that ready to go for when I fill in my answer sheet later. Okay, so for the second example is going to be when we do the listening identification. So I'll play each note separately. And when you're actually doing these a little bit later, I'm not going to show you the keys. You're just going to listen for it. So let's try this time just listening. And I'll do it twice. And I'm going to write down that that is a 1 chord as well in C major, but it would just be listening. Okay, so here we go. We're going to try going through all of this. Number 3 through 5 are going to be visual identification. Okay, so here is number 3, visual identification. I want you to tell me what chord this is in C major. And just one more time. Okay, so on your paper here, write down what you've got for number 3. And we're moving on to number 4. Number 4, we are still in C major. Here is the chord. So look at what the note names are and write down what chord that's going to be. In C major. All right, that was number 4. And then number 5, C major. Okay, and that's number 5. And we're still in C major. All right, so for this next part, you are just going to tell me what you hear. For number 6, 7, and 8, you're going to tell me what you hear. So this is number 6 in C major. Tell me what you hear. Again, number 6. So you're going to go ahead and write down if that was a 1, a 4, or a 5. And then we're going to move on to number 7. Here's number 7. This is in C major. Tell me what chord you hear. Okay, write down your answer for number 7. And number 8, one more time, you're listening to what you hear, or tell me what you hear in C major. Okay, and write that one down. Just a quick tip before we move on to F major. On those listening examples, most of you, I think, are going to be able to hear what the 1 chord sounds like. And then if it sounds higher than that, it's probably going to be a 4, right? And if it sounds lower, it's going to be the 5 chord. So just really quick listening before we move from C major. Here's a 1 chord. Here's a 4 chord. It sounds higher. Here's a 5 chord. It sounds lower. And you have 2 notes right next to each other. Dissonance there. And then back to our 1 chord. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind while we're going through the listening. And don't stress out too much if you don't do well on this particular assignment. It's not a big deal, guys. I just kind of want to see how we're doing with ear training and see if you're hearing besides just writing down the answers on a piece of paper. I'm trying to see what you can hear. Okay, so number 9, 10, 11 are going to be F major visual. Okay, so you're telling me, is it 1, 4, or 5 chord? This is F major, number 9. Those are our notes. Okay, that was number 9. You're telling me, is it 1, 4, or 5 chord? Here's number 10 in F major. One more time, number 10. Write down what you got. And then number 11. And this is still F major, number 11. Okay, and write down what you got on your sheet. Okay, 12, 13, and 14, we are going to see what you hear. Which chord do you hear in F major? Here is number 12. One more time, number 12. Write down if you thought that was 1, 4, or 5. Here's number 13 in F major, number 13. And last listening example for F major, this is number 14. All right, so hopefully you're feeling like you're getting the hang of this. We've just got 6 questions left, and 15, 16, and 17 are going to be G major identifying the chord. So here is number 15 in G major. Okay, so you're telling me what you see with those notes right there. Might be helpful if you haven't been doing this to write down the letter names of those notes. That could be something that helps you as we keep doing these in the future. But you're only going to have to just tell me what the chord is when you answer it on the form. Okay, number 16. We're still in G major here. Number 16 looks like this. Hopefully you can see all those keys. Let me try that again. Okay, so you're writing down what the chord was that you saw in G major. And then our last one in G major. One more time. Tell me what chord you saw. All right, guys, last 3 questions. 18, 19, and 20 are listening for chords in G major. So here is number 18. This is a chord in G major. Tell me what you hear. One more time. Write your answer down. Here's number 19. One more time. Write your answer down. And number 20, last question. In G major, what chord do you hear? 1, 4, or 5? All right, fill out that Google form and then you are done for today. Hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Email me if you have any questions.